In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your master cylinder on your Chevy Colorado. It's located under the hood, near the firewall. Make sure you have a drip pan for the old brake fluid. Wipe the cap, remove the cap, and let's siphon out the brake fluid. I'm using a plunger type siphon. Make sure there's no filter inside. There is a hole inside of the master cylinder where you can put the straw through. This one's a little tough to siphon out. Do your best. Make sure you have rags and stuff to collect any drips. And wear your safety goggles. Keep doing this until you have no more in there, if you can. Put your cap back on. And now we're going to remove the master cylinder. As you can see, I put a rag underneath to catch any fluid that may drip. It's recommended. And now I'm going to use my 13mm line wrench, and we're going to loosen up these fittings. Once you get them loose, you can use a regular wrench, 13mm. Take it out the rest of the way. It's recommended you keep your cap on. That'll help not lose so much fluid in the reservoir. Now I'm going to break free this one. See if my line wrench works on it. I'm going to get this plug out of the way first. To do that, you're going to push up on this tab and unplug it. Set it aside. Now we have better access, and we're going to loosen that up. Once you get it loose, you can get your regular wrench in there. Make sure that line isn't moving or trying to move with that fitting. Sometimes these plastic coatings will get stuck inside the fitting. Once the fitting's all the way out, you can make sure they're free. Like that. And now we're going to move on to our nuts. There's one on this side and one on the other side, and they're also a 13mm socket or wrench. I'm going to use a wrench here to loosen up this nut, because I can't really get much in there. I'm going to switch to a ratchet wrench. Makes my life a little easier if it fits in there. Now we're going to do the other nut. For this other side, I'm going to use a socket, 13mm. Make sure you don't drop the nut. Now we're going to remove our master cylinder. Going to give it a little wiggle, pull it out. The lines might be in the way, so just move those. They do have a little flexibility to them. It is a little bit of a tight squeeze, so do your best. Now we're going to pick up on the front and pull it out. If you need to, if these lines are a little in your way, you can push down on them if they don't look like they're in bad shape. and remove it. I have a drip pan next to me, so I can just easily put it in there and not drip all over the place. Before beginning to install the new master cylinder, you're going to want to wipe this area clean and make sure it's got a clean surface to mount to. Leave your rag there for when we bleed it. Now we're going to install the master cylinder. Put a little silicone paste right here on this ring, and now we're going to install it. Make sure you have this lined up inside. Get past that line right there first. You can pick this up and move it. Line up the 2 bolt holes with the studs that are on the booster. Slide it into place. You're going to have to give it a little extra push for that O-ring. And we can get our nut started. Now we're going to tighten down the 2 nuts. You're going to go a little bit on this side and then go on the other side. Go back and forth so it goes in evenly. Torque this one to 22 foot-pounds. Do the same on the other side. If you can't get a torque wrench in there, which I can't, I'm going to go by feel. Another way to go about it is snug it up and then go about a 1/4 of a turn. Do the same on the other side if you can. If you can't, you're going to have to judge it by how it feels, according to how it felt on that side. So this side, I'm just going to go by feel. That feels plenty tight. I'm going to remove these plugs. Make sure you have a rag underneath. We're going to connect our lines. May have to wiggle them around a little bit. They should go in pretty easily. If they don't, then you're not lined up correctly. Try starting this one. So get that started. And then you're going to tighten it down. Do the same on the other side. We're going to take the cap off. We're going to keep our lines loose. So you can push your brake pedal down and hold it against the seat with a pry bar. Now we're going to fill the reservoir. So tighten up your lines. And this just makes it so you don't get as much air in the system before bleeding. You don't have to snug these up too tight, just enough to seal it, because you're going to be using them to bleed the master cylinder anyways. So just give it a little bit. Now we're going to fill it up. Put the cap on. And now we're going to release our pry bar. All right, so now you can take your pry bar out of where the brake pedal is. To bleed a master cylinder in the vehicle, we're going to have somebody in the car, and they're going to pump the brake up, and they're going to hold it. And when they hold it, I'm going to loosen one of these lines. You can start with either one. I'm going to start with the one in the back. He's going to hold it down. As I loosen the line, the air bubbles will come out, and then I'll close it down, tighten it back up, and he'll pump it up. Once we're done with that line, we're going to go to the other one and do the same procedure. We're going to top off the fluids at the end, make sure that brake pedal is nice and hardened at the top. Let's begin. Can you pump it up for me? He's holding. I have a rag underneath to catch any fluid, and I also have a drip pan below. You can hear the air come out. He's going to tell me when the pedal gets to the floor. It's to the floor. I'm going to tighten it back up after all the bubbles go. It's important you're patient. Okay, bubbles have stopped. I'm going to close it back down. He's going to pump it up. He's holding. I'm going to loosen it up again. Once you see less air and liquid coming out, you're probably on a good track. Are you to the floor?
To the floor.
He's to the floor. I'm tightening it. And pump it up. To the floor. We're going to go to our other line now. Pump it up, please. He's holding. A lot of air on that side as well. It's to the floor. Pump it up, please. It's holding. Just to the floor. There's a lot of air. So if you need to add a little fluid while you're in the middle of bleeding, that's fine. Just don't have anybody put any pressure on that brake pedal. Remove the cap. Put the cap back on. Make sure both lines are tight. And you can continue your brake bleed procedure. Pump it up, please. Just to the floor. There's no air. I'm going to tighten it down pretty good. And we'll go to the front line one more time. Pump it up, please. He's holding. Yep, there's a little more air. I think one more time and it'll be good. Pump it up. Holding. Floor. Now you can tighten both down. You can ask the person in the car how the brake pedal feels. Says it's good. So let's clean up our area. Now that you're done bleeding the master, you can plug it in. Make sure you hear that click and it's locked in. Remove your rag and clean up your mess. Wipe the cap, remove the cap. Fill it up to the max. There's a line right here. little arrow, and replace the cap. Brake bleed procedure goes like this: right rear first, then the left rear, then the right front, and then the left front. Halfway through, we're going to check the master cylinder and make sure it's at level where it needs to be, and refill it if necessary. We're going to start by removing our bleeder screw cap and getting an 8mm wrench ready to go. I also have something to catch the fluid. You either need a drip pan or something like this. I have somebody in the vehicle ready to pump up the brakes for me. So let's begin. Pump it up, please. They're holding the pedal down. I'm going to put this on top. I'm going to loosen the bleeder screw. He's going to let me know when the pedal hits the ground, and then we'll repeat the process until all the air is bled out of the system. It's to the floor. We're going to close it down. We're going to pump it up. He's holding. I'm going to crack it open. It's to the floor. I'm going to close it down. I'm not seeing any air, so I'm going to move on to the next wheel. As soon as I tighten this down and clean my area. Make sure you clean the area. Let it drip dry. And then replace your cap on the bleeder screw. Now we're going to move to our left rear. We're going to top it off. Take your cap off. Fill it up to the max. There's a line right here, little arrow. And replace the cap. Remove your cap off the wheel on your right front. You can pump it up. He's holding. It's to the floor. Tighten it up. Pump it up, please. He's holding. To the floor. That looked good. We're going to tighten this down. You can release if you'd like. We're going to clean this up. Let it air dry, and we're going to put our cap back on and go to the left front. We're going to top it off. Take your cap off. Fill it up to the max. There's a line right here, little arrow. And replace the cap.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.